All right, guys, let's talk about the field of counseling. Now, in this video, I'm going to be focusing on becoming a licensed professional counselor. There are various other fields, and I will be doing videos on that, but I'm going to be focusing on clinical mental health counseling and becoming a licensed professional counselor. Now, the first thing that you have to do, obviously, of becoming a mental health counselor, a licensed professional counselor, is you have to get a master's degree in counseling. Now, previously, it was only required by states that you had to get 36 hours of credit, college credit at the master's level. Then it jumped up to about 48 hours. Now programs are shifting to a 60-hour program at the master's degree level. And there are talks about in the future going to 72 hours, but right now it is 60 hours that states are requiring. Now, some states may, it may vary, but I believe that all states are really going to a 60-hour program. Um, and then those out of those 60 hours, you're going to have a practicum course where you have to get about 100 hours of supervised counseling, probably 40 direct hours with clients and 60 indirect hours. And then you're going to have an internship one and internship two. Internship one is going to consist of about 300 hours of supervised counseling experience as well as internship two. And that's going to, so for a combined total of 600 counseling supervised hours in the program. That's going to consist of 240 direct hours and 360 indirect hours of counseling experience. Now, once you graduate with your degree, with your master's degree, then you're going to have to get an additional, and again, this is after you graduate, you're going to have to get an additional 3,000 hours of supervised experience. Now, this also varies from state to state, but typically it's going to be about 3,000. I've seen some states where it is 3,400 hours, some states even 3,500. But typically it's going to be about 3,000 hours of supervised counseling experience. Now, there are a few restrictions on this. One being that you cannot get 3,000 hours in less than 1,800 months. So that's a year and a half. They don't want you, states do not want you to be able to get all of those supervised hours within less than a year and 6 months. So, in what will happen is once you graduate and you take what is called the National Counselor Examination, then you'll get your LPCI, which is your internship license. Once you have your internship license, then that's when you can begin getting your 3,000 or 3,000 plus hours of supervised counseling experience. Um, in some states, you're also going to have to take what is called a jurisprudence exam, and this is an exam based on that goes on kind of some laws and regulations regarding the licensed professional counselor counseling field. And this is also a test that you're going to take post graduation. So after you graduate, you'll have to take, and this is not all states, but in some states you'll have to take the jurisprudence prudence exam, and then you'll have to take the national counselor examination, which is your licensing exam. You'll have to go to your state website. Typically, it's the Department of State Health Services or Health and Human Services website, and they'll give you more information on the fees and the costs of these various exams. But let's review, okay? You're going to have to get a master's degree. You're going to have to get a master's degree in counseling, clinical mental health counseling, or some various other fields. You can even do it in some psychology fields. If you get it in counseling psychology or clinical psychology or something like that, if the curriculum matches up with what the state requires, then you can, sit for the National Counselor Examination. You're going to have to get your master's degree. Once you graduate, you're going to have to take your NCE and sometimes your jurisprudence exam. Once you take those tests, you'll get your licensed professional counseling internship license. Then you can begin your getting your 3,000 or 3,000 plus hours of supervised counseling experience. I'm going to probably be making more videos regarding this because there's so much information, but I didn't want to make this video too long. If you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comment section, and I would be more than glad to answer those questions. There will be so many more videos to come. I'll be doing licensed professional counseling, more videos on this field. I'll be doing marriage and family therapy. I'll be doing certified rehabilitation counselors. I'll be doing addiction counselors. I'll be doing so many fields because there are so many different. I'll even be doing uh, licensed clinical social workers and licensed master social workers. So I'll be doing various fields on counseling special.